Loshon Hara is not about the other guy, it's about you. The Gemara tells us, Kol kala sheineha yafais, a bride whose eyes are beautiful, kol gufa ein sarch bedika, nothing more needs to be checked. Simply, the Gemara is saying, the most distinguishing characteristic of the beauty of a kala are her eyes. The question though is, there are many kalos, they may have beautiful eyes, but they may not be beautiful. Or there may be a kala who may be very beautiful and their eyes are not their distinguishing characteristic. What is the Gemara teaching us? A kala whose eyes are beautiful, nothing else needs to be checked. I believe what the Gemara is saying is based on the simple revelation of Rabbi Yehuda. In last session we learned the story of the Rebbe who was walking with Talmidim and they saw the carcass and they said how smelly the carcass is, and the Rebbe says, no, you're not looking at it correctly. How wide are its teeth? Rabbi Yehuda gives us another analogy. He says, Rabbi Yehuda, did you ever notice flies? Where do flies hang out? Do they hang out in penthouses that are spotless and clean? No, you won't see flies there. You'll see flies in the garbage. Flies feel comfortable with garbage because since they're disgusting and lowly creatures, they feel comfortable in the garbage. They don't feel comfortable in clean, hygienic penthouses. So too says Rabbi Yehuda. Someone who speaks Loshon Hara and enjoys uncovering the filth, the grime, the shame, the imperfection, the mistake of someone else. You know why they like to speak about someone else's faults? Because they're a fly, because they're a lowly creature, and they only feel comfortable in the garbage. But a noble person doesn't feel comfortable speaking about the good, the deficiency, and the problems, and the shortcomings of someone else. He's a noble being. He doesn't feel comfortable in such an environment. He's not a fly. He's a noble person. Therefore, the key to overcoming Loshon Hara is to have beautiful eyes. You see, someone who sees the good, that reveals they are a good person and they only feel comfortable in a pleasant environment. They don't feel comfortable talking about people's faults, deficiencies, shortcomings. So what Loshon Hara reveals about a person is it reveals the quality of the person. Someone who's uncomfortable speaking about someone else's faults, that reveals that they are an upstanding, refined, noble individual. But if someone's always looking for the grime on someone, what does that say about them? Someone who has beautiful eyes, someone who only sees the good, that means they're a wonderful person. Nothing else has to be checked. We know exactly who they are. The eyes, the key to overcoming Loshon Hara is what do you see in someone else? Become someone who is not comfortable being in an environment of garbage. Only be comfortable in an environment of the positive qualities of someone else. Wishing everyone bracha v'hatzlacha.